It's funny how your relatives become economic historians the moment you mention you're struggling. I remember this one Sunday lunch. I was just sitting there, poking at my rice, trying not to look too defeated after another rejected job application. Then came the unsolicited speech from Tito. You know, Noon Panahan Naman, 3K Langang, Sweldo KO, Pero Aos Lang,
Magsurvive.
Naman Kami, there it was. That familiar tone? Like I should wear his story as a badge of guilt for not thriving in 2025 with rent, inflation, and no security? To give some context, Tito was referring to his first salary as a government employee back in the late 90s. He would then go on to compare our generation's struggles to his own, implying that we have it way easier now because of technology. According to him, he used to type his reports manually, so it'd take him hours to finish one. Now, imagine if he were to send that message to his friend who also works in the government. Nalika pao song ko mau pala application period. May exam po ba? Nunirall. We'd have to walk barefoot from the south to North Post to send documents, he says. Oh, and did I mention that we didn't have smartphones? We used to buy digital loads so we could use our computers. When we were still typing our reports, we'd use the same computer for online games, he says. But they were able to survive on 3K? So why can't we on 4OK? Why are we always on our phones, they may ask, without realizing that our survival depends on us having these phones to apply for jobs. Their $3,000 salary came with 2 tricycle fare, 8 gas, and 1.50 kpsa Karindara. Mine comes with grab fares that eat up half of my day's worth. Job postings that require 3 years of experience, even for entry-level roles, and mental health breakdowns they've never even named. But my favorite part was when they insinuated that we should be grateful for our struggles. Because at least we have a roof over our heads. It's if all other generations had it so great that they never had to worry about their next meal. It's if they never had to wake up before sunrise to make sure they get to work on time. To make sure they get an overtime pay that barely covers their commute and a night out with friends. As if they never experienced crippling self-doubt. Because their boss was a complete a-hole. Or because their toxic work bestie was getting on their last nerve. Or because they received another rejection email after working 24/7 for a month straight, as if they never felt like giving up on a dream job, just to escape their toxic workplace only to realize that the grass isn't really greener on the other side, as if they never struggled to find the right people to lean on, because they were too busy being the strong, silent type, as if they never cried themselves to sleep, because the weight of the world felt like it was resting on their shoulders. The truth is, we're not weak. We're not entitled. We're surviving in a world they never had to. And yet somehow I'm made to feel like I'm not doing enough, that I should be grateful, that their hardship was the gold standard. But pain is not a competition, and their survival shouldn't invalidate mine. And if you re someone who is also constantly battling the feeling that your current struggles are invalid because your parents, your family, your friends have gone through much worse than you, please know that you're not alone. In fact, I wrote an entire book about this. It's called The Unsent Letters, a collection of personal essays about failure, heartbreak, and healing. And in this book, I talk about how we often compare our struggles to other people as successes and how that affects our mental health. I've poured my heart and soul into every page of this book, hoping to show readers that they're not alone in their struggles. And while this book is definitely worth checking out, there's a lot more where that came from. So if you're looking for a supportive community of people who understand what you're going through, Vin creates a safe space where you can be your authentic self and connect with others who are going through similar experiences. We host weekly live streams where you can chat with other members and our team, play online games together, and even attend workshops and talks led by mental health professionals. I've poured my heart and soul into creating a supportive community of learners. So if you're a 90s kid or a millennial who's feeling the pressure of not being like other kids your age, please know that you're not alone. Let's catch up.